Hey there, it's Bobi aka Paginator. Welcome back to Craftoween. It's day 24. So before we pull from our Ducky advent calendar, I think last time when I filmed for day 23, I accidentally said day 24. If I did, I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get my days mixed up. But let's go ahead and get into our second to last draw from this one. And we have another duck, and this one is a pumpkin belly. Now, just so you know, I do have a backup list of prompts just in case of some kind of emergency where, like, the last couple, 2-3 prompts, I can't make work for whatever reason. But we're going to try to just use the ones on this page if possible. So, with that being said, let's do rule number 1. $16. Potion/cauldron. And roll number 2. $32. Belly band. Okay, as you can see, I got out the creepy journal, and I'm going to be making a belly band for a page in here, and I don't know which one yet. We'll kind of flip through and see if there's a page that looks like it needs a bit of something. Maybe this one with the spiders on it can use a belly band. I'll pop a placeholder in there and come back to it once we have made the belly band. Alright, so we're going to be starting with this. This is a Tim Holtz collage strip, and I did trim just a little bit off of the bottom so it would fit on the page. And we're going to take that and add some embellishments and different things, add some potions to help fit that part of the prompt, and decorate it up so that there's kind of a layered effect on top of this strip here. I have this paper, and I'm going to cut around these bottles. They are quite large, but I'm hoping that they're skinny enough that they will fit onto the tag without like flopping over too much. I don't mind if they go over the edge a little bit. We'll just fussy cut around these. Alright, I decided to also add this little teacup, and it looks like it's kind of bubbling with some kind of witch's brew. So we have other elements as well, so we don't have to put all of these things onto the belly band. One of the other things that I saw, I was going through some of Louisa Heinzel's photo strips, and this guy right here with the wild hair, he wants me to use him. And it might be on this belly band, it might be on something else, but I'm going to cut him apart from the other pieces and ink around him, and he may or may not end up on this belly band. I do have a little cauldron here that I might use. I have an orange stamp I might use if I want that. I also have some orange ribbon if I want to do some orange. I have this piece of paper that says our Halloween party. I guess at this point I just have to kind of decide what goes where, and then I also have this piece here. Now this was something that I got. It is a choker, but I've always intended to use it as junk journaling supplies. So I don't know if this belly band is going to be where I use it, but I could put it across like this. I kind of don't think so though, because with all of these potion bottles and stuff, I think it would either take away from it or just like completely cover up the good parts of what I want to show. Okay, so I'll keep that aside for another day. We definitely want to use that at some point. Now we kind of just have to figure out what to do with all of these pieces. Alright, so I still haven't glued anything down, and I keep sitting here messing with this and messing with it, and I have to be honest with you why it's taking me such a long time to choose something to do here. So in my last video, I talked about how, you know, some of you give feedback about how you do something differently, and that's totally fine, and it is. But every once in a while, you'll get somebody who will comment in a way that I don't know if they're meaning to sound a little bit like rude about it, or if it's just the way that it comes across, because when something's typed out in text, you can't really tell tone of voice, that kind of thing. Anyway, there is one comment from one of my previous videos that's just kind of bugging me, and I shouldn't let it bug me, but because I have an anxiety brain, it does. And you know what? That's ridiculous, because I am the one that's creating this journal for me. It's my journal, my creation, my art. So why am I letting someone else's comment that they probably didn't even mean to be rude bother me so much? As just kind of how my anxiety brain works. But having that in mind, I am going to go ahead and just start gluing things down as I have them, because as I said, this is my journal, and if I want to do it this way, then that's the way I'm going to do it. I have this little tiny sentiment that I'm going to pop right in here. It says, "In the poison entrails throw." This is a line from probably the most famous potion making scene ever from Macbeth. And I am a Shakespeare girly, so I like it. I put it on a little bit of a crooked angle just for funsies. So we kind of did a 3-2-1 here. We've got 3 potion bottles, 2 cauldrons, and then 1 sentiment. In these images, there's also 3. I did that one because I liked this guy, but then the other 2 were mostly for color balance, and I think it came out pretty cute. So we're going to come back to our journal and the page that we selected. Okay, and do we want it on that page, or this page, or another page entirely? I kind of actually like it better on this one than the spiders. Let's see if there's anything else. I really like this one. Now, as I finish up by gluing down this belly band, I want to just come back to what I was saying before about, like, I'm going to do it the way that I want to. There is this thing that I think that happens to a lot of us, especially those of us who create content online, where we get caught up in, like, what other people want. And I need to get out of that trap, because, honestly, I do this for me. I junk journal because it helps my sanity. It helps my mental health so much, doing things with my hands and creating things that I enjoy. And then I do it for people who also enjoy it. And if I'm worried about the people who don't enjoy what I do, like, what a waste of time. And it's hard to listen to that kind of negative, like, inner dialogue, because as humans, we're much more likely to pay attention to the negative than to the positive. And I think that we need to be careful with not allowing ourselves to be so hard on ourselves. I'm looking at this, and I think it's beautiful. If no one else in the world thinks it's beautiful, that doesn't matter, because I think it's beautiful, and it's in my journal that I'm going to keep forever, and it's going to be here as something that I created. So I want all of you to keep that in mind, whether it's through the art that you create, or just your, daily actions, things that you do. Do things that are going to make you happy, and try to tune out the negativity, because even though it's really, really hard, it's important to embrace joy. I really, the last couple of days, have been feeling so happy for the first time in like months, like really genuinely happy to be at work, to be doing all these other busy crazy things that I'm doing, and I don't want to let go of that feeling because of one person's negative comment. So I'm challenging myself and I'm challenging you guys to try to tune out all of that stuff and listen to what makes us happy. So now that I've kind of ranted at you, it's time for me to go. So we're going to wrap this one up, and we'll see you back here for day 25. Have a wonderful, magical, and bookish day. Happy reading, crafting, or journaling. Adios.